Alright then, cool. What's going on, champs? Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for actually attending the 35th session of this weekly BTC and Ethereum planning session there. As usual, what we're going to do is we're going to actually run down the BTC and Ethereum plays, high time frame, low time frame as well, what we can look for throughout the week itself and the possible plays ahead of us. So it's the start of the new month, so all right off the bat, you just got to always remember to yourself to mark out the monthly open, and always remember above the monthly open it's bullish, below the monthly open it's bearish. Okay, so hopefully, yeah, and then we should get cracking then, and that's that. It. Just want to give a quick shout out to should be live still. Just gonna check. Yeah, we are. Yeah. A quick shout out to OKX. They're the guys that actually are sponsoring the channel itself. They are also the sponsors of Man City, McLaren, and the Tribeca Festival. This is where I do all my trading as well on OKX. They also have a DEX as well that's come out. So one of the things I've actually bought up recently is PAL, P-A-A-L. It's an AI which actually helps translate. It's a Telegram AI bot chat itself. Let me just zoom into here so you guys can see a bit more. AI bot chat, where in regards to is it working fine? Give me a second there. What's going on, Bum Miggy? Stream working fine? Is it like smooth, or is it any cock up or anything like that? You tell me. Hopefully it should be working fine. Yeah. So AI. So PAL AI is like a Telegram bot chat, a Telegram bot, which does all the research for you in terms of projects going ahead. So I don't know why I'm talking. Oh yeah, I'm talking about DEX, isn't it? All smooth. That's good. Yeah. So powers I bought in quite early on the stage as well. We're at 10-minute market cap, so fair play to them as well. So yeah, what I was going in with is OKX. They also have a DEX and PAL. You can actually buy it off their DEXs as well on the OKX program itself. So shout out to these guys. They always awesome as well, man. So big love to these guys as well. So Bon Biggie, Sam H, man, how's it going, man? You guys alright? Smash the likes, hit the subscribe button, let's get fucking cracking, man. We got BTC, well, dollar index to talk about first, and then we'll talk about SPX. I'm on a mega short on SPX, right? And I'm like, alhamdulillah, I'm doing well. But regardless, what we need to focus on is this, okay? So in past, since you called, did my own research. They got Google grant as well. Yeah, 200k there. So, and that was the thing is for me, Akash, as well. Sorry about in the G. Once I'm back to the UK next week as well. So Tuesday we'll do another session, and you'll have my mic as well, the proper mic as well. I'm just doing it off this MacBook. I fucking hate this shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. One of the worst things I've ever bought. Not great for trading, in my personal opinion, as well, but it is what it is. So yeah, appreciate that, Cash, man. I'm glad that you're in. I'm big on it as well. And also, I don't know if you guys have seen. There's a lot of like, let's go on. PAL. If I type in PAL, search that up. You guys can see you got CRG's in. You got he's always tweeting about CRG. You got Trader NJ is also tweeting about thingy. It's what's happening there with PAL tier 1 listing sounds about it, yeah, because they have actually listed it on the DEX website, so that's all great with them as well. You got Korean Jews in. You can see Gem Detectors is also in. You can see myself have been tweeting about it for quite some time as well. I mean, there's quite a number of guys. Wiz is in, Petabyte is in as well. So like we're in. Let's put it that way. We're in. They're doing well. 10 million market cap. The question is, does it go to 1 million? I don't know. I can't really say that. I don't really like doing that kind of stuff. I know this is not an alt session, but I'm just talking about PAL. But yeah, does it go to 10? 50 million? Very, very possible as well. I think 50, 100 million is really possible as a 10x from here. 5 to 10x there. Does it go to 1 billion? I don't know. I don't really know. But I do think this is one project, in my opinion, which I'm hodling. This is also what I've added to my hodl bags. This is one project that I do believe that's going to actually be here for the long term, and hopefully be here for the bull run, and then as things go on, because it does all the research for you as well, which is quite great. And obviously the Google grant, 200k is on there. 200k was given by the Google startup grant scheme. And then we've also got the idea that it's going to start integrating with tweets. So doing the research is is it legitimate? Is it not legitimate? The project is good. it's freaking sweet. It's pretty freaking really. It's gonna be mad. So I'm hodling this for the long term, myself personally speaking. So yep, I do have a bag, but yeah, 10 million market cap. We'll see how it goes as we go ahead and whatnot. Anyway, so dollar index. Key thing, what's going on? We are stuck in January's range. So in the last week we talked about it as well. So January's high, January's low, deviation. I was kind of, well, looked like a broken market structure because we're taking out these lows there. Looking for a pullback here. If we can get back underneath bearish market structure, let's get back under this key level itself I was looking for, but it didn't do so. Instead, we held above bullish market structure. We're pushing up, and where we're going to push up into these lows over there, right? So this is the area that we're going to look for in dollar index. Yearly opens coming up, so it is bullish on Dixie. I am short on SPX. I had every reason to be short because to me this seemed to be like a deviation on the monthly itself. If you just go onto the monthly, let's drop it down to the monthly. Yeah, Bomb Biggie, you're always a sick geezer. On the monthly itself, you can see quite clearly we closed within January's low, right? So all this is just support until proven otherwise. It does beg to differ, you know. It begs the question is, well, hang on a second. If the monthly has been tapping it, how many times have we done it so much as well? We've done it 1 time, 2 times, 3 months, 4 months, right? Well, the absorption is going to get taken out, right? Like it's like how many buys is there here to hold this low here? Eventually, you know, does it do the 6th time and then we collapse, or is it going to do a 6 and then hold above it and then do a 7th time before we collapse and lose it? We don't know. But the key thing is, what we need to remember is at all times, this is a range. This is only just a range, nothing else. There's no other different to it, to anything else. Flat body candle there, doesn't really matter, but really the range is mid-range, range low. That's the way, this is the place we need to focus on, okay? So from a point, like from a shorting perspective, right? If I wanted to short, and how I'd be looking to short really on the dollar index, I'm not looking to short this. I'm looking to long this. I'm bearish on the SPX as well. Is what's holding? Well, what's the order block? What's capping the market? What I'm going to expect to cap the market? This, you see this candle here, this area here. That's what I'm expecting to cap the market. So I'm expecting price to come up and have some sort of rejection. Okay, now this rejection can come into 2 things, right? Either we push back up into the mid-range, into the yearly open, right? Find resistance and get back below this block over here. This bearish market structure will say to me, hang on a second, right? Whatever the high was, this is an order block, it's holding in place. Short the fuck out of it on this thing on the dollar and go back to 101.5, right? Just playing it within this area here. That's what I'm looking for. But I am bullish for the time being, which means what? So I can actually play this move on the upside, which is not a problem. And then how would I say that like this is completely wrong? A continuation, because it could just well be a range band environment, right? We have to accept this. What is a range band environment? Well, go back to the 4 hours anyway, so fuck it. Right, let me just try and squeeze this a little bit more in. We got a deviation, got another deviation. We're playing to the mid-range. We play from low to mid, mid to high, high to mid, mid to low. That's all it is. So as long as it holds this level there, bullish price action, take the fucking long into towards the yearly open. Once we reclaim the yearly open and it's above effectively the mid-range, bullish price action, where's the liquidity? Take out these highs there and play it back towards the range high, and that's how you can actually do a continuation of the longs itself. Now what will be broken is if price gets back in underneath the yearly open, does a deviation in the mid-range as well, finds resistance, breaks down, then we can play it back from mid back to low. So that's the 2 sets of things, of ideas we need to look at as we approach the mid-range. Okay, now moving on to the SPX. Now SPX, I took a dirty fucking short, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, a fucking dirty one. I took a swing short on this motherfucker there. So I've taken some sort of profits as it is right now, as it is. I took my short somewhere. I can tell you where the number was actually. Let me bring it up, big mix. So my entry was at 458542. Okay, not a bad play actually. 4585, which is around here. Around there, okay? So my entry was here. Short it around 4585. Hard stop above this high over there. No, inputs 4585.4. That's where my entry will fuck you then, innit? Where's this tick price? 4585.4. 4400. So then I can play around with this. Right, cool. So far, right, I'm up 3.32R. Lost the trend line there. We're finding resistance. Get below this high as well was actually a key thing for me as well, to actually go, you know, to feel confident. Say found resistance there, and as you can see, this trend line support, come back down, do the deviations. All right, cool. Then I was looking at this high there and looking at this. There's an order, well, this order block here. I mean, just be honest here. I mean, it's a lower time frame I was looking at. I think it was on the 1 hour I was looking at, but on the 4 hours you can see this is the order block there. The last high candle that sent the market back down, which broke the market structure, to be honest as well, because this lower, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, broken market structure. There we go. Any pullbacks into the order block there. This is a fair value gap, and if you remember what I discussed about any fair value gaps that has an order block there, is very, very powerful there, and that's the reason why I took the short stop loss above here. Broke this trend line there. Once you lose this there, that's your fucking confirmation. So basically this retest right here from this low here was your confirmation. Take the shorts there. You can go aggressive here or invalidation over here. Take the fucking shorts back down to these areas here, right? So that we're taking out these lows over there, that's all perfectly fine. There's a flat body candle there. Once we lose this fucking low over here, Bob's your fucking uncle. We're gonna send this back down to the mid range as well. So let me explain that on another chart as well. What's going on, Michael Caffrey? How you doing, man? Got F Architect, Dr. Wenmoon, appreciate there. Hugh Janus, really appreciate that, man. Give us a thumbs up as well if you don't mind as well. So in regards to fucking Ethereum as an ES, right? I'm just looking at this particular area here. So this high here, which is 2021's mid range. This mid range over here, which is the 75% of 2021's, and this is the mid range of 2021's mid range. Okay, so we are playing within this area here for the time being. Now, the dirty shorts where I can actually say, yo, let's fucking send this motherfucker back down. Remember, we got a gap here. Now I want to fill that gap out. I've been, when we were here, I was looking for filling out the gap, right? Instead, we showed bullishness. Play the fucking longs on the breakout there. We played some longs on the scalps and whatnot. It's been a fucking fantastic 2 months, really, really, since June, really. We've just been playing this fucking this upside, and it's been beautiful as well. Now it's time to actually flip it back down. Broken market structure there. Find the lows over here. Let me just zoom into this a bit more, so you guys can understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Let me delete this. I don't really need this so much actually. There we go. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, lower high, lower, so lower low, lower high, lower low. Any lower highs, then it's down to lower low as well. All it is, playing back down to this area here. Once you lose this area there, the 75% range, which is the midpoint between the range high to the range low, come back into this area there, take out the lows there, fair value gap there, take out these lows there, and fill out the fucking gap. That's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for a dirty ass motherfucking short, man. And it just wouldn't be too much. If it goes to 4225, I don't really mind. I don't really mind into this area here. It's perfectly fine with me, but like, it's a sick ass, badass motherfucking short there. So I'm all doing well there. Did you post that one, boy? Which one? The SPX one? Nah, I didn't post that one. That was like my own little play. I just did it myself. This was a couple of days ago actually. I think it was 2 days ago I took the short. I can tell you when. Yeah, I took the short on the first on the 1st of August. That's where I can see the way I take the shorts. So on the new month, I took the shorts anyway. So it's not too bad. Quite aggressive there if you think about it, and that's why I don't really like taking trades where I'm playing aggressive, because the thing is, right, when I play super aggressive, if it goes wrong, like, I can manage my fucking trade, but most people can't, man. And you know, it's like, obviously it's not like a sell signal or whatever, but it's just one of those ones where, whoopsie daisy, you just gotta balance yourself out a little bit as well. So it's not any problem. So if you want to look for shorts, what you're looking for, any pullback into this area here, right, will be ideal, right? Comes into this order block right there, to this area here, will be fine. Once you get underneath this, breakdowns over here, that's your fucking confirmation. Take the shorts there, target there, lose this the mid and the 75% range, and let's take this fucking low and fill out this area. I wouldn't mind that. That's fucking not too bad, isn't it? Let's just fucking go. So that's an opportunity, and this is your confirmation.
I won't respond to that.
Bro, shut your mouth, man. Fucking Siri. I hate this fucking laptop, man. Who thought of buying a MacBook was a good idea, man? That dumbass I was, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, you could fill out this gap, I don't know, but just wait for the breakdown over here. You can go aggressive. Again, invalidations here, you can go aggressive over here. But yeah, once you lose this area there, take the shorts. That's the clear invalidation there. Make the new lower lows enough. Let's fucking go. That's all it is with SPX now. Cool. Next one, BTC. Let's just talk about the fuck. Where are you? You're somewhere around here. There's two ranges. There's a range here. No, where was it? It's not this one. Well, first things first, right, is this, okay? As we talked about last week, right, for me to be bearish, right, I wanted us to find resistance off this low here, right? That's the key thing. We didn't find resistance off this low. I had a long from around here, right? Oopsie daisy. I had a long from over here, and I got stopped out, the bastard, which happens, innit? And then he just rallied away, came into here, and he comes straight into this target right there, which is what we talked about anyway, but holding a monthly open would have been key to give us an opportunity for longs, but it didn't give me a long. I'm not in no longs or no trade at the moment there, but really and truly, what I'm looking at, it's got 55 minutes left for the 4-hour candle to close, and effectively the nah, it's not even the hourly, but this is the monthly open there. Hold above the monthly open. I can say, yeah, bullish. We play it back up. 75% range, reclaim this level there, off we go, back into the range. That's the higher time frame view we're looking at, right? That's how, you know, if you want to keep it within that range, that's perfectly fine. And that's how I'll be looking to play it. And that will be, to me, the low of the month, higher lows, higher highs, making you higher high. And let's keep going. I'm fine with that. Fill out this fucking gap. What happens next? I don't know. We'll figure it out when the time comes. But this is all I'm looking at, the higher time frame. And then for the shorts, it's literally... The plan's still the same. Nothing's really changed there. That low was never lost as well. You know, when he did stop me out, I was looking at potential. I was like, look, okay, cool. Stop me out, making lower lows. It needs to find resistance at this level here for me to say, yeah, fuck it, let's go. Back down to 75% range, back down to the range low as well. That's what I'll be looking for in terms of a target. So, whoopsie daisy. So, in reality, right, to draw this out again, let it do its thing, find resistance below the monthly open. You can go in saying that's the invalidation. If you're comfortable to say that's resistance there, that's the higher the month there, off you go, you can go down. But then what's confirmation is below this low. When we find resistance below this particular low over here, it's highlighted, that's enough for you to say, here's my entry, I can go in for it. We've done the deviation of the, whoopsie daisy. We've done the deviation of the mid-range, which is this bit over here. Play it back down to this to 28k. From 28k, look for 26.9k, and that's all it is. And that's the higher time frame view. You can, and all it is playing from low to mid, mid to high, high to mid, and now we're looking for the mid to low. Right? That's if it's supposed to be bearish as a continuation to fill out the fair value gap that's over here, over these areas there. And that's it. Bob's your freaking uncle. We'll see what happens, innit? So, like, I'm not in a rush. It is the freaking second day of the month. Why rush, man? Why rush? When God wants to give it to you, He will give it to you in an abundance, innit? All you got to do right now is just be patient, be calm, and be cool. That's all you've got to do. It's not that difficult. Trust me. So, 1 second there. I'm just bringing this up there. So, that's that. Now, lower time frame. Let's try and work this out. What's going on, man? Walaikum salam. Khalil, how you doing, brother? Got stopped out with huge analysis. Yeah, man, fucking dickhead in here. What can I say? What can I say? Dickhead and a half. Right. Yeah, lower time frame. I need to find a chart. Was it this one? Now, this chart here, if you recall, was last week's Monday's low. Okay. So, as you can see, I'm going to drop it down to the 1 hour. Just make it a little bit more nice and pleasant, so you guys can see the hell I'm talking about. We're just looking for the next range, man. That's all it is. It's just the next range. There's your monthly open. Let's put that figure. All right. Reclaiming the monthly open will tell us that's bullish, right? And all I'm playing is lower time frame, right? I'm looking for potential going back into the range low. I'm generally looking for that. So I'm not in a long yet. I have two potential areas to go long on the lower time frame. Number one is the range low, which is the extreme end, and that will hold it in place. Because when we push back up, right, when we held this up there. Oopsie daisy, let me try and move this. There. Yeah, when we held above this, yeah, it didn't give me a read. It just fucking rallied away. It is what it is. What can I do? And where do you find resistance? It's often all the block right here. Like I said, all the blocks that has a fair value gap that are very, very fucking powerful. So had I been in a long, I would have definitely have taken profits over here. All right, losing this low here, finding resistance. You can see resistance of oopsie daisy. Let me try and do a bit more cleaner there. Resistance over here. Resistance over here, sells off. That was enough to say, yeah, fucking cut the shorts there. Do you think we hit lower on higher time frame? It's possible. It's very, very possible. What I need to see is us to lose this 28.8k, this level here. This is the plan, you know. If he gets underneath here, whoopsie daisy. The shorts is simple on the lower time frame. Let's do the shorts right off the spot. And then you can overlap it with the April's range. Is this the deviation of the mid-range? That's the question. Or is this the deviation of the mid-range? I don't know, right? We don't really know it like 100% guaranteed yet as higher probability. We need higher probability setups for me to feel comfortable to take a trade. How would I do that? Yes, finding resistance to the mid-range. If I want to go for stop loss, this could be the thingy. This is the high of the month. That would be enough for me to say, yeah, okay, cool. Because if it does get back below, above the monthly open, shows me bullishness, then I'd be like, oh, then cool. It's going to be hunting these stops up there and going for last week's low, last week's high. Then I'll have to end up cutting that trade. So it gives me a bit of a leeway. So you can go in. You can go in for a short now. For me personally, no, fuck it. I'd rather wait. If it finds resistance, comes back down, bounces off this area there, and loses this. Not only did we lose this level here, which was, to bear in mind, April's mid-range is 29k. We are back below last week's Monday's low. We are showing a continuation of bearishness. And this was just a fake out, right? And all we do, take the shorts, off we go. That's how I would look for shorts. And that's how I'll accept the shorts. So this is the only plan for me for shorts right now. So yeah, it's below the mid-range. But I'm not going to go in for a short right now saying, yeah, I'm going to put my stop loss here. Fuck that, man. I'd rather let it do its thing, right? Do the deviation here. Get back below here. Have us tight the stop loss over here. I'm happy with that. Above the mid-range, 29.4, no, let's call it 29.5k. I'll be much more happier with that. So it's just about a waiting game now. It's only the start of the month, right? Nothing to get too excited about. Just chill out, you know? So that's the short plan. And then the shorts itself will be, well, you're looking at, again, like I said, 28k. And you're looking at 26.9k. Oh, I can't fucking draw on this Mac, man. Fuck this Mac. Yeah, 28k and 26.9k, which would be your targets using April's range. Okay, that's what it is. Bullish plan is, I want to see price come into this area there, hold this level there, bullish price action there. That's enough for me to say, yep, I can go in. Invalidations here. If I want to go aggressive, I'll probably use a stop loss below here. All right. If I want to go aggressive, that's my stop loss there. Hit that target there as a monthly open. Because if we break down below here, we'll have to cut the trade. Because what will happen is come back down to the range low. And you don't want to be underwater, right? Let's cut the trade. If it reclaims the mid-range, gives us higher probability to go into the mid-range, which is the next set of targets there. And then I'll be looking for target 3, 75% range, and target 4 are these highs over here. Last week's Monday's high has not been taking out liquidity. If it's a continuation of range bound environment, that's all it's going to do. Okay? And then on the breakout side, well, if it breaks above here, bullish price action, then use April 75% range and April's high to go for the longs itself. Okay, that's all you gotta do. Simple as that. Now, Ethereum, right? Fucking hell, it's hot in Mauritius, bruv. Man, where's Ethereum? Let's see what we got. I don't have a chart on Ethereum, which is weird. Interesting. I've got this one. Let me have a look. I need to figure it out on Ethereum now. One moment there, guys. Sorry, no, that's not it. What is it? This is the one, yeah. Okay, so Ethereum is that. There we go. That's the chart there. So, as you recall, that's the quarterly open. Well, above the quarterly open, monthly open is right here, which is below the mid-range. We are back on the end. Ethereum does look quite shit, though, if you ask me. It looks kind of shit. Never mind. It is what it is. I'm so hot, I want to actually end this stream quite quickly, so I'm going to actually just dive into it, okay? So just follow me. Are you considering this week's Monday's range, or is it irrelevant? No, it's always relevant. You know, BTC is always like the Monday's range is always relevant. You know, you can't go wrong with it. I mean, I'm just looking at it like from a different, like from a range band perspective of using the liquidity over here. I was looking at Monday's range. Well, let's have a look at that. Get another fib for the sake of argument's sake. Monday was, that's Tuesday. This is Monday's high. And this is Monday's low. Wait, hang on a second. Yeah, this is Monday's range. So if I go to the 1 hour, right, it's right here. We're holding on Monday's range. You can take a long, like I said, you can take a long. To me, I'm like, this could be a deviation as well. It just doesn't look very clean. That's the high, that's the low, that's the mid-range. Yeah, we found resistance there, which makes sense as well. That's a big ass deviation. That's another deviation. It's just too much deviation. It's just messy. You know, if whoopsie daisy, if I were to actually just highlight this, you know, that's why I'm not really using it. That's all the range. And we've taken out both sides. All I'm looking for is to actually increase the probability getting above the monthly open. And to me, it's just not fucking pleasant to look, man. Deviation here. I don't like charts like this. Deviation here. Deviation like this. And if this isn't the only range you could find, I'd look somewhere else, to be honest. I'm like, this is too fucking messy. I'm not going to play from here to there, you know? Or like split this in half and then from here to there. Fuck that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a scalp on a 5 minutes, it's a different story, but not on a fucking hourly or 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I've actually disregarded Monday's range in particular for this one, for this particular trade itself. So, but like, it's not to say that you can't use Monday's range, okay? So there we go. Key things is when it comes to Ethereum, just to recap a little bit, we are below the mid range of April's mid-range in purple, just right here. Looking to come down to the range low, fair value gap over here. Most of the fair value gap has been filled out by this area here. We've got a little bit left over and some more over here coming down to range low. How do we play this? It's literally just a range bound environment as well, using the same range, same Monday's range. Delete this, I don't need this no more. Yeah, same Monday's range, right? As we did with BTC. Drop it down to the 1 hour, for example. It's holding support, right? This is enough for me to say, yeah, I'm quite happy to go in for a long right now with a stop loss over here as an invalidation. If we hold above it, show me bullish price action, take the fucking loss, go into the monthly open there. That'll be your key area that you're looking for. If we start breaking down, take the shorts, off we go, down to the range low. And if it starts holding above, whoopsie daisy, to the bullish price action, let you reclaim the mid-range. Bullish price action, target 2, target 3, and then we'll see what happens there, right? And that's all it is, just playing within the range band environment. Should it be bearish, how do we look for it as well? All I'm looking for is what's actually holding the support, really and truly. Is this low here is holding the support. So if it does whatever it wants to do, breaks down this area there, then we'll take the shorts, playing into April's low, which is 1760. That's what I'll be looking for. Whoopsie daisy. So you guys can draw the April's low, and that'll be 1760. Okay, if it was to actually reclaim the range highs, just keep it nice and simple, and that's all it is really as well. We're looking for, let's get there we go, 1760 is right here. That's where the range low is. Okay, so breaks down this area there, bearish price action, off we go. 1760 should be reclaiming, hold above it. Then I'm looking for quarterly open as a target. That's the continuation to quarterly open. That's the first target, and secondary targets will be April's mid-range, which is around 1950, and that's all it is I'm looking at. I'm not looking at anything extra or extravagant. It's just a weekly range to play within the weekly's range. Okay, hopefully that helps there. Any questions before I head off? Jesus Christ, it's bloody hot in here. All right then, I'm gonna head off actually, and hopefully that's been useful to you guys there. I'm enjoying my holidays. I can't complain. It's been really good. I'm dreading to go back, man. I don't want to go back. Fuck's sake, man. Like, I've been looking at a few things over here, and I'm like, I'm half thinking to just relocate back to Mauritius and never come back to the UK. So You never know. You just never know. If I am, I need to get some good internet though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I need to get freaking that Starknet. Is it Starknet or Skynet? No, that's not. Skynet's fucking Terminator. Free, bro. Fucking Terminator. Um, what you call it? That Elon Musk fucking Wi-Fi thing in it. Like it's like £200 or £400 for the satellite. You pay like 60-70 quid every month. I have to get that. There's no way I can free Starlink. Thank you, Hugh. Fucking Starknet. Fucking Skynet. Starlink. Yeah, I need to get a Skylink, man. A Starlink. Sorry. So but yeah, I'm tempted. So where do you live, Doctor Wenmoon? If you don't mind me asking. You left in the UK, man. But the UK is good though, isn't it? It's nice if you ask me, right? Like you get that safety that you in Europe, and it's all nice, you know. It's good for like education and that kind of stuff. But fucking hell, man, it's a shit bag here, man. Like that's my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but I think the UK is shit. Barcelona, fucking hell, Dr. Wenman, you did it sick. My man left the UK, went to Barcelona. He lives at the new camp. His garden is the new camp. Fucking sick guy. Nah, yeah, man. Fair play to you. I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna. I've got a few things to do first before I actually head out completely. But I am tempted to really leave. There's nothing left for me in the UK. I have nothing left in the UK. I've came. It's like you know that saying. I came. I saw. Conquered, bro. Like I did everything. I had the job. I had a very good job. I bought my own property with no crypto needed as well. By God's blessing and my parents' prayers as well. Um, I did everything that you like any man could dream of at a young age in my 20s, you know. So fair play. Now I'm looking for the next chapter in my life as well. So appreciate that, Hugh Jonas. So, I wish the same for all of us. 100% always. So yeah, but I need to learn freaking Spanish, bruv, innit? Making me move to Spain. I need to learn Spanish. I don't know what to do. Like, I know French. Don't think that works. I know a bit of Japanese. But yeah, man. And a bit of German as well. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, man. But listen, guys, I'm gonna let you go. It is quite late in the evening in Mauritius as well, so I'm gonna head out to the beach. Actually, I'm gonna go meet up my cousins at the beach and just chill out for the evening as well. So take care. Good luck. Wish you all the best.